All right, we are live. Woo! All right. How's everybody doing? It's now 6:02 p.m. Pacific time, February 17th, I believe. Yeah, 17th of February here, 2021, in Las Vegas. Hope everybody is doing okay. Andrew back again with a special live stream tonight. I want to see people show up. If I can't get people for this, I don't know what else to say. Then I should just pack it up. Because I got something here that nobody else has. It's the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro. For 2021, running an unreleased processor, the Ryzen 5 5600H. So if you can't get excited about this, I don't know what you can get excited about. Executor in the house. All right, let's say hello. Good evening, everyone. Executor in the house. I got to see those thumbs up, people. We got to get this spread out over YouTube. Hello from Belgium, Lokesh. 3 a.m., but you can't sleep, so new video is good. All right. Hope can entertain you for about an hour or so to maybe get you to sleep. If this should put you to sleep. No, I'm kidding. Kevin Schroff, how are you? Hello from Peru, Fritz Diego. I already said hello to Steve in the chat. How are you? William, of course, our regular. Hello. Hello from Belgium, as we just said. And everybody else. Good to see Handquake. Away we go. Yes. Hello from Vegas, Connor. 2 people from Vegas, I guess, right? So Handquake and Connor. All right. New York City, my hometown, my original hometown. Allison, welcome aboard. Let's see who else we have. Hello from Kenya. So if we have some new people, just put hashtag new. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I got a lot of videos coming up regarding this. Again, this is the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7 Pro, the elusive Slim 7 Pro. All right, from Vietnam. We got people from Vietnam. And Duck Vision to start things off with a super chat. So Duck Vision, Andrew getting big with Lenovo. Well, we're gonna talk about this in a moment, but thank you for that super chat. Very, very interesting way I got this, but I'm gonna keep my sources anonymous. But rest assured, it is a very reliable source, and I do have some information on pricing. I do have some information on availability. This is unofficial, of course, but it's coming from a very, very reliable source, and I do have some information on where it's going to be released. So the who, what, when, where, how, I sort of seem to have gotten it pinpointed here. So let's talk about it. Do I have my kidneys? No comment. No comment. But I only see 51 of you in the chat. I mean, I only see 51 of you watching. So what does that tell me? Are you not excited about this? This is the Ryzen processor 5000 series. I have a pre-production unit here. How could you not get excited? Now, I couldn't do it any earlier as far as the time frame of doing this live stream because I am here in Las Vegas. I do have a day job, by the way. So there you go. Executor with a super chat. Executor Raptor 50 NOK. Norwegian Krones, right? Did you break into Lenovo headquarters or did you hire some ninjas? Not quite, but they love me. Everybody loves me. So, you know, what can I tell you? I can get this stuff done. Sandesh, I'm glad you're excited. So I only see 36 likes. I only see 51 people watching. Now, what normally happens, well, kidding aside, usually we do these streams, they do gain momentum, they do gain steam, we start getting people in. But if you're not interested, then if I listen, if you guys make me look bad with this, you don't show up, then don't complain when I have Intel stuff and all that and nobody shows up. So there you go. But we have Mallory here. Hey Mallory, how are you? Good, I'm glad you're interested. Maybe maybe people don't like me. I don't understand this. Although the video is doing okay. I think we're hitting about 10,000 views already. We're less than 24 hours in, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay because I think we're slowly seeing it to go up as well. So I'm looking for that second wave of views. Hopefully it will come. Kevin is saying, arguably one of the best Ultrabooks we've seen. Great 16:10 screen. Great, awesome performance in a form factor. Great battery. I think people don't know just about it, unfortunately. That's one of the reasons why I think I got it, because they want to get it here in the United States. And I think... And most people don't realize is a lot of the times it's up to the retailers, not so much Lenovo to dictate where it's going to be sold. Yes, they sell it themselves, but it also is dependent upon retailers, big box retailers specifically. And if you're watching Best Buy here in the United States, you're missing out on an opportunity. Okay, you're missing out on an opportunity because this is a great laptop. What you're seeing is a 16:10 aspect ratio. You're seeing a really great processor. It's not even the Ryzen 7 or the Ryzen 9, so it's going to get even better. But even with the Ryzen 5 5600H, a 6-core processor, Zen 3, I guess, architecture for them, and working great. Numbers are looking great as well. We'll talk about that in a moment. Battery life is looking really good for this. The thermals are looking good. So the reason why a Best Buy here in the United States are not carrying these type of laptops is because when they hear the word or the name yoga, they're automatically thinking 360-degree hinge. They're thinking convertible, and they're thinking that they cannot sell one with 180-degree hinge, is what I have here. Doesn't fold all the way back, and so they think they shouldn't do it. So what can I tell you? If we can get enough excitement over this, then we can get it seen here in the United States as far as availability. That would be great. That would be great. So, you know, here you can see it, this shot. Again, I'm in focus now. It's in focus there. All metal design. It's really, really nice. All right, so price point, Mallory. All right, so this is all unofficial, people. So you didn't hear it from me, so to speak. This is going to be, you can expect this. And let me get my notes here. Hold on. If I could find my phone. What did I do with it? Okay, in my pocket. So I had to take notes because I didn't want to screw this up. All right, so we're looking at a 999 euro for the one that I have here, for this one, and it has the Ryzen 5 5600H. It's going to be 999 euro with 20% VAT included in that price. So that's like the equivalent of $1,000, $999 here in the US. You're going to expect that in Europe, and that's going to probably... You're probably going to get that sometime before June. So we're already ending February. We're starting to head towards the end of February. So you're looking at June. You're looking at Asia Pacific. around the same time. And China's getting it, of course. I think they've been getting it, right? And I think they're going to have mass adoption more places by December. So great price, especially for Europe, $999 in euros. You're getting one of the best I've seen out there right now. This is an all-metal chassis and all-metal design. And there you go. It's going to be very, very good. So it's going to be like $1,150 US, $1,200. Is that what you're saying, Executor? The way it was explained to me, it's the equivalent. Yeah, I guess you got to factor in, and the conversion rate and all that. Still worth it. Still worth it. Now I think they really do want to get it here in the U.S. I know they do show it on the website coming soon, so there is a chance they're trying. And I think one of the reasons why we're going to start seeing this here is because of the demand for AMD processors. People are going crazy with them, and so people really want to see them. Yeah, we don't pay the VAT, so factor that in. So figure $999 with the VAT in. I guess I don't know how that works, but just a ballpark figure, I guess. So there you go. I see we have 50 likes already. Good. Executor saying prices are higher in the U.S., though normally, so a $999 price tag is likely. Yeah, I agree. I think that's about right. So Mallory got the C940, I see. God, nice. That's a good one, that Mallory. You're going to like it, especially with that rotating soundbar. Yeah, the keyboard's nice on that. That's a good one. All right. So the other thing is the naming, right? Yoga. And I guess one of the reasons we're not seeing something like this in the U.S. is because they think yoga people, the big box people, don't really understand. Best Buy, if you're listening, you don't necessarily have to have a 360-degree hinge. You can do it with a 180-degree hinge. So there you go. Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate it. Super chats are open. Super stickers are open. Memberships are open. Help support the channel, of course. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Make sure you check off that notification bell, and there you go. So Kevin is saying the Slim 7 Pro 2021 with the previous one is available on Taobao, which I guess is that Chinese site, but most people won't buy from there because you're risking a bit, no warranty. Yes, that's always the risk from importing from China. Now, you got to understand, I have the Ryzen 5 5600, so you're comparing that with the Ryzen 4 4800H on that one. So very interesting results. I'm seeing really, really good results out of this. I already looked at some numbers. I showed teased a little bit in the unboxing video, but we can take a look at some more stuff right now. I'm going to bring onto the table, just to give you an idea, some laptops. I have a few of them here. Let me start bringing them on here, and we can start talking about it. I'll leave this one to the right a little bit. So to give you an idea of things, this is the Omen 15 from HP. And this one, and I ran some benchmarks this morning, so I'll just show you the results. I could do live benchmarks, but it just takes some time. But we'll see what time-wise what we have. Let's start off with the Cinebench R15 that I did. And let me go to the screenshots here. So, and let me put it on here. I don't know if you can see it from the side angle, but I'll read out to you just in case if you can't make it out. On the right, of course, is a Slim 7 Pro. So this has the Ryzen 7 4800H. That's what the predecessors was running, right? That has 8 cores, 16 threads at 2.9 gigahertz. Now, keep in mind, this has a discrete GPU. It has the GTX 1660 Ti. So, but just from looking at the CPU, 1905 CB, and this got 1498, which is very good. So what is that? What is my takeaway? Remember, this has 8 cores. This has 6 cores. This has 12 threads. This has 16 threads. This is 3.3 gigahertz. This is 2.90 according to this. Integrated Radeon graphics on both, although this has a discrete one as well. That is very good. And don't forget, it will be available as a Ryzen 5 and a Ryzen 9. I'm going to talk about gaming in the video. I didn't get a chance to do that yet. I just ran some initial testing on it, but that is coming. I will do that, of course. What you're seeing here, Opengl tests the GPU 103.16 FPS. Remember, this has the GTX 1660 Ti, and this has 91.64 with its integrated graphics. That's very impressive, considering there's no discrete GPU on that one. Let me know what you think. I think that's pretty awesome. So, again, I can only imagine what the 7 and the 9 is going to have on that one, right? It's going to be pretty awesome. Is Sharky's here, man? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you, my friend? I like your thought process, Mallory. Both best of both worlds. Yeah, we'll get into that. Weight. So the weight, I mentioned that in the video. 3.2 pounds or what is that? 1.45 kilograms, right? Something like that. Yeah, 3.2 pounds, 1.45 kilograms. So hope you guys like that. All right, 67 of you watching. Is there 5800H will be available? Yeah, it's going to be available as a core. It's going to be a Ryzen 5, which is what I have here, Ryzen 7, and a Ryzen 9. Okay, so that will give you some ideas. That's just one. Let's bring this one, and let's see what else we can show over here. So that was the, you don't have to save that. Let's go to this one, which is the R20. So I didn't do the R23 yet because that's going to take some time because there's many passes it has to go through. So let's go to here. And so this did a 4176. It tests the CPU. This did a 3406. Again, both impressive numbers. If you watch my channel, you know that's actually pretty good. Is this 45 watt? I believe it is, isn't it? Please, somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that to let Handquake know. I believe it is, but I could be wrong. Can I compare its size with the 14? I can, but let's just go through some of the numbers here. So what we're seeing here, 3406, and that's, again, a Ryzen 5 5600. It does have a stiff hinge. We'll talk about that. Build quality, it's really good. Again, pre-production unit, so don't take that for what it's worth. This one had 4176. So those are the two numbers we saw on that. Let me see if I have on here. So let's move to let's bring this one off for now. I just wanted to give you a taste of what's going on. So this one is, of course, the HP Envy X360 running last year's Ryzen 5 45U series processor. So this has a 4500U. So just to give you an example of what we're dealing with here, if it boots up anytime this century, of course it's booting up now. And then let me get this. We can leave the Cinebench R20. I think I did one on here already. So this one for the R20 did on the Cinebench test 1724. Now remember, this is the Ryzen 5 4500U. That's last year's. This one did 3406. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. H series processor, U series processor. So you can see the big difference there. That's the CPU test of the R20, Cinebench R20. Best Buy doesn't have it because from what I understand, from what I'm told from my anonymous source, if they has the name Yoga on it and it doesn't convert into a convertible 360 degrees, they will not carry it. That's a stupid policy, and they're missing out because the demand is high. So hopefully we could change things, starting with my channel. Hopefully they'll see it. I see we only have 65 of you watching, but what can I tell you? For those wondering, this will be up as a replay, so don't worry. If you missed it, you can catch the replay. All right, so that's the Cinebench R20. And let's go back to this one. This is the R15. And I think this is it over here. So this killed it, because this one did 4789 in the Opengl. This one did 91.64 frames per second. This is 47.89. What is that? Double, about double. And then 860 CB versus 1498 CB on the CPU test. Big difference between, again, remember, H series versus U. This is 5th gen. This is going to be I guess, what is it? The Zen 3. This is Zen 2, from what I understand. Yeah. So, are you guys excited? I hope I'm not just rambling on here. 69 of you. Again, what normally happens is we start gaining more people as we go along. No touchscreen from what I'm knowing. Not to say that it won't be coming as far as a touchscreen. It should be. There might be an option. Now, there are 2 display options. We'll get into that in a moment. How many nits is the screen brightness on the Lenovo? Just curious. 300. I measured 389, I believe, is what I showed in the video. I think that's pretty bright. 387, I think. So very good. Now it's capable. Now this is capable of up to 400 nits, or rated at 400 nits. And so yeah, I think that's pretty nice. It is glossy, as you can see, the reflections there. They do have an anti-glare version that I think gets up to 300 or 350 nits that they're going to offer as well. And this has a resolution of 2880 by 1800, which is 16:10 aspect ratio. There is another SKU. Let me get my notes here. There is another SKU here. They're going to offer one. Again, the 14-inch 2.8K is what I have, 2880 by 1800, 400 nit display. And then there's the 14-inch 2.2K display, 2240 by 1400. And that'll have... a 100% sRGB, 300 nits, 16:10, Dolby Vision, 189 PPI, and that looks pretty interesting. So you'll have 2 display options, one glare, anti-glare, one, I guess, semi-glossy. It's not too bad, actually, but you do notice a little reflections in direct sunlight. So there you go. Kasara's here. 16:10 aspect ratio, yes. They call the Lenovo, I have seen Lenovo call the same laptop various names depending on the region. In the United States, if it's not a convertible, they usually go by the IdeaPad, more or less, I guess. Yoga internationally or outside the United States, and part-time in the United States. So it's very confusing is what it comes down to. And the buyers at Best Buy, when I say buyers, not the consumers, but the actual executives or people who handle the buying power of Best Buy, hope you're watching, because I think they really want to sell this here. And I really think there's a market here, because based on the amount of volume I get on these things, the amount of questions and comments, it's a pretty good gauge, I think. So, Miguel, I told you, I said from my sources, 999 euros, okay? It's going to be equivalent of $1,000 when it's all said and done, 1,100, 1,200. It depends on how that would happen in the United States. It will be coming, expected by June, shipping by... no later than June, of course, or within this interim time. From Europe, you're looking at Asia Pacific, you're looking at other places as well, but I was given those specifics, so that's all I can say right now. And I can tell you, without giving you specific numbers, good amount of product. So for those that are wondering, is there a scarcity of product? I don't think they're going to have the issues they had last year, based on what I was told. But again, the proof, of course, will always be in the pudding, as they say. So there you go. Grendel, 300 nits is bright indoors and battery saver. Yeah, 300 nits is good. Anything over 300 nits. Now, this is closer to 400 nits from my measurements. Coverage of the color gamut has been excellent. Color accuracy, as you saw, very low Delta E score has been really good. And there you go. So remember, this is a pre-production unit, not a retail unit. So the box you saw in the video, I don't know where it came from. It's just a borrowed box, I guess, but that will not be the retail packaging. I'm pretty sure of that. It comes with a 95-watt power adapter, USB-C power adapter. It has 2 USB-C ports. Now, I was not given any information. I pretty sure it's not USB 4, but I could be wrong. I don't have any of that information. I do know that according to the specs, it has 2 USB Type-C full function ports, as I mentioned, and I did test them with display out and so forth. They're USB 3.2 Gen 2 with power delivery 3.0 and DisplayPort 1.4. So take that for what it's worth. Okay. Yeah, you like it, Robert? All right. And here you can get a side-by-side shot overhead. I got 4 cameras working today, as usual. So last year's 4500U, I wanted to show that. Let's bring something else on. Let's get a more interesting look at something here. So this is the Yoga 9i, right? 14-inch 9i. Yeah, so this is the Yoga 9i, and this is running a more beefed up Intel Tiger Lake processor. It's the 1185 G7, not the 1165 G7. It's a Core i7. Let me get to the numbers here. Let's bring up the Cinebench R15 while we have that up here. Let's see what numbers I was able to get on this. Interesting numbers. Now, I'm not really sure if this is very accurate. I'm going to probably have to double check this because maybe I didn't have all the updates on this. So to be fair, when I ran it this morning, 92.33 FPS. This one has 91.64. Now, so that's the GPU. This is the integrated Iris Xe graphics. This is the integrated Radeon graphics. About even. I'd say they were about even. Remember, this is a Core i7. This is a Ryzen 5. Keep that in mind because there will be a Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7, and a Ryzen 9 in the Slim 7 Pro. As far as the CPU, 762, so it didn't do quite as well. It doubled, it more than doubled it here, 1498. So this Ryzen 5, the 5000 series, more than doubled that. Now, this is a Intel 11th gen processor, as we see here. So I think that's very interesting, right? I think that's very interesting. So, and I don't have the MacBook Air here, but we can also talk about that as well because synthetic benchmarks, it does really well. Probably does better than all of them, I guess. So we'll have to see. Yeah. So we have 85 of you. All right, we're starting to gain a little bit. For those joining us late, it's Andrew. Here I've got the Yoga Slim 7 Pro. I'm the only one who has it, from what I understand. So, at least as of now. So, I'm the only one who has that, and I'm the only one, believe it or not, that has the Ryzen 5 5600U. I don't see it anywhere else. This is a pre-production unit, so I'm the only one. So, I expect people to watch this. Please, people, what's going on? Let me just check the stream here, make sure everything is looking okay. Yep, everything looks fine. Okay. All right, I'm sorry if I'm missing people. I'm trying the best as I can here. I'm a one-man band here. Duck Vision is saying, I don't believe I've seen a 16:10 OLED display yet in this size. I haven't either. I know Dell hasn't been able to get them in OLED, so they made their own. They're using the Sharp panel, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. IGZO panels, I think. Kasara Tech Studio, no dedicated GPU. All right, so that's the other thing I want to talk about. My unit does not have a dedicated GPU, but there will be one with an MX450, from what I understand, paired with this AMD processor. So that's one thing. I think they're already shipping the Yoga 7i Pro, which is the Intel variant. From what I understand, they're already shipping that. And I think that's, and I'm talking Europe probably. I don't know about the United States. I'm not really sure. So just so you know, okay? That's the information I have. I can't go into more detail regarding that, but I think that's enough information that we've gathered. A price point, where it's going to be released, what region, of course, is what we're talking about, and who can get it, right? So that's the thing, right? Nobody's able to get it. So who, what, where, and why, and how much. Pretty much, we sort of know now. So there you go. Non-upgradable RAM, I showed you in the video that there is not, they cannot upgrade that. So not surprising, of course, since we know that that's the way these thin and light laptops go in 2021. All right, so let's bring up Cinebench. This is, no, not this one. Not this one. All right, I'll get it here. You know what? Maybe I didn't run on this one. On this one, I didn't run the R20. So we'll have to do that maybe towards the end. But let's bring up another laptop. So the 1185 G7. Let me see if I did any other things here. No, I don't have it here. I could probably do Geekbench on these, but let's maybe wait till the goes. But the takeaway I'm getting from this, from a Core i7 1185 G7, OpenGL 92.33 frames per second. On that same test, the Ryzen 5 5600 with the integrated graphics did 91.64 frames per second. Again, that's a big takeaway. On the CPU test, it did 1498 versus 762 on this one. Now, I think that's a little low. I think it could get around anywhere from 7 to 900. I'm not really sure. I think I had it on the Ultra Performance, but I don't want to give a false information. I may have to retest that. But so far, just based on these numbers, you can see that's a Ryzen 5 versus a Core i7, 11th gen, and this is kind of the 5000 series, 3rd gen in terms of the of this, or this is the Ryzen 5000 series. There you go. All right, so let's bring in another laptop to compare. So this one's, I guess, pretty interesting. I think I did it, some ones on this. This is the, all right, so this is the R20. So let me see if I did the R15 on this one. Okay, so this laptop is the EliteBook 845 G7 from HP. Okay, so this is from HP. This is Lenovo, of course. This has the Ryzen 7 Pro 4750U. So remember, that's the 4750U. And let's take a look at some of the numbers. And I think I have some screenshots here. Oops, wrong one. Give me a moment. So I want to bring up the R15, and I think that's this. Yep. So look at this. So this is an 8-core processor from last year. It's the Ryzen Pro 4750U with Radeon graphics. The OpenGL did 72.78. This one did 91.64. This is a Pro version, and this is a non-Pro 8 series. This did better, of course, as you can see from the numbers. The CPU test got 1372. This got 1498. And by the way, these are great numbers from last year, just getting better with the 5000 series. So there you go. It is not a 4K display. I told you it's a 2.8K display, 2880 by 1800. This is a full HD resolution, 1920 by 1080. This is a on this EliteBook, and this one is a 16:9. This is a 16:10 aspect ratio. Excellent laptops, both of them. Just wanted to show you the difference between a Ryzen 7 Pro versus an 8 series here at 5000 series here for 2021. I didn't buy this. This is a pre-production unit, Milana, as I mentioned. So the price, from what I'm understanding, that it's not official, will be €999 euros. To be released by June. It should be shipping by June. Sometime before June, actually, from what I understand. And that's going to be Europe, Asia Pacific, and I know China is going to get it. If the United States gets it, Best Buy, if you're watching, please reconsider this. Make sure you get this into your stores. Yes, it's not a convertible. It's still got a yoga name, and it's still a great laptop. Now, I didn't see it. There's no fingerprint scanner on this. It does have a Windows Hello camera in the reverse notch there. So there you go. It has it, but no fingerprint scanner that I didn't detect it. The computer, when I tried to set it, there's no fingerprint scanner. Like the power button doesn't double as one. It's just the infrared Windows Hello camera. Sharky 165, Andrew, you give CNET a run for its money with all those laptops in-house. You could sell them and mint coin like George did on Seinfeld. These aren't mine, so I'm not going to do that. But good analogy there. Good point there. Is it a convertible and does it have a stylus? No, not a convertible. It has a 180-degree hinge. And I'll show that soon. And let me get to this score as well. This is the Cinebench R20. 3172, and this one, let me pull up that screenshot. Wrong one. Oh, not that one. I'll find it. Here it is. Okay, so 3406 on this one and a 3172. So again, this beats it. So what is that saying? A Ryzen 5, remember, you're going to be able to also get it in a Ryzen 7 and 9 as well, but the Ryzen 5 5600H beat the Ryzen 7 Pro, which is a U processor, in that Cinebench R20 CPU test. Okay? So that's where we stand on that. 83 of you watching. Come on, people. Get these likes up. 83 people with 72 likes. What's going on? What's going on? And one of my favorite people, Jason, who's a big Yankee fan, as I am. How are you? You get this. If you get it, if anything Yankees, you're going to get right to the front of the line. Any idea when the X1 Yoga Gen 6 is coming? I know, well, they already talked about it. Now the question is, when are they coming? I haven't gotten one yet from the review people, the review team, but I do expect to get it. So just stay tuned. No information yet as far as when it's available. Should be soon. Will you try the Yoga Slim 7i Carbon? If I can get one, yeah, I would love to. I think the 7i will be here. I have a feeling that's going to be in the United States. It's the AMD one that may not be here. I could be wrong. Yeah, you like the Yankee Sharky. All right, man. Good. We didn't even break 100 people. What's going on? Does nobody care? I know the time may be crazy, but does nobody care about the the right? I'm the only one who has it. Come on, people. There is going to be a version with the MX450. There will be a MX450 version. This one has just the integrated Radeon graphics. Okay. How does the stream look and sound? Does it look all right? How does it look? Looks okay? That's camera 2. We had already, this is camera 1, camera 2, camera 3 is this overhead, and then the camera 4 is a side shot. You know what? I guess I have to do stuff like that with the clickbait, right? Maybe, Duck, maybe I should do that. Maybe that's what I have to do. Looks good. All right, Hagen. Yeah, only one person can contribute one view. That's true. Purple looks great on that back wall. Thank you, Mallory. Yeah, I could change the colors. They're colored lights. They're actually pretty good. It's true. Maybe I should do that on the video that I have next upcoming on this. I will probably do that. The mic is really good. It's the Rode Procaster. Yeah, yeah, this is the Rodecaster Pro, which is the mixer, and this is the Procaster from Rode. Is there a chance that Lenovo will release this laptop with USB 4? I don't know. It could be. I just don't know. Probably not, because they plan this stuff out 24 to 48 months in advance. So usually, if it's not on the roadmap, I don't know if they can pivot. So I don't know. Why is Intel struggling? I showed you some numbers on Intel. That may be why. They're still stuck on a 10 nanometer and 10 nanometer chip. This is already down to 7 nanometers. Apple's already on 5 nanometers. That might be why. I don't have an M1 right now to compare, but I will do. I'll get you the numbers in the review. So we'll have to see on that. Looks great. Okay. So These are just some of the laptops. Now, I can show you, I have the Dell XPS 13 9310 here. And William's bringing a good point here. All of our PC makers building PCs with 5,000 generation Ryzen to compete in the same time frame as this Lenovo. I would imagine they are. I just don't have any information. I only have this one right now, so that's all I can speculate as far as I have concrete information on this one. But other than that, I don't know. My guess is yes. A lot of demand. I attended a briefing today, a confidential or NDA. I'm under an NDA, but I don't want to say the brand or the products. But from what I understand, they're getting, and I'm not going to tell you which brand it is, but they're getting a lot of requests for flagships to have an option for AMD processors. So and the response I got back when I asked it, I did ask that, was a very interesting one. So I think we could start to see the light at the end of the tunnel as far as options. And I think, of course, if you follow my channel, you know that competition is always good. I don't know. They're going to have to do something, Saket. I don't know. Sharky's telling Hagen, Intel just can't get the thermals right under load. That's why Apple dumped them. Probably, right. That's been it. They've had some issues. I'm going to test all that, Varun. I'm going to test all that in the full review, so stay tuned. Thermal, I haven't had a chance to really dig in deep on the thermals yet, so just give me a little bit of chance here. Again, I'm the only one who has this right now. I know the pressure's on. Did they say whether or not the laptop 5000 series are going to have a problem of supply like the desktop processors? I don't want to give specific numbers, but I do know on this model, this specific laptop, the numbers are looking good. I'm not going to give specifics because I'm not allowed to, but they will have some pretty good supply from what I understand. I don't think we're going to have a repeat of last year. That's the feeling I'm getting. Again, the proof will always be in the pudding, as they say, so we'll have to see. Andrew, what's with your new cute YouTube thumbnails? My girlfriend does the same thing with her lips because I got to get clicks, and I got to tell you it's working because my click-through rate has more than doubled since I started doing the stupid YouTube faces. So I don't like doing it, by the way, but in this climate, I have no choice, and I'm going to have to start using titles that are, I don't want to call it clickbait, but yeah, I mean, guess that's what you got to call it. I guess it represents previews of coming attractions. My feeling is why I got it is because, and I can't get into specifics, I think they want Best Buys and the big box stores to see this. That's the feeling I'm getting. I don't have any, I can't say anything more than that. So Best Buy, if you're watching, start carrying these because it's really, really good. Yeah, it's going to be a big competition between AMD with their 5000 series, with the next version of the M1 or the M1X, as they're calling it. Only truthful titles, no lies. I just like to say what it is. But unfortunately, I guess in this new way of things are going on YouTube, the way the algorithm works, I'm going to have to switch it up. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is this is a 90 hertz display. Right now, I'm showing it at 90 hertz. Scrolling will be smooth. Let me try to go to a website, my website. Okay, let me move this out of the way. And you can see here. So this is 90 hertz. Now, one of the great points of 90 hertz is a smoothness. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the live stream because of the stream, it's hard to show, but in real life, you can definitely see a difference, 90 hertz over 60 hertz. Now, battery life will take a hit on the 90 hertz. I'm going to test both the 60 hertz and the 90. You can drop it down in the settings. So there you go. Can you recommend a docking station that supports Thunderbolt 4, 4K external monitors at 60? I think Dell makes one. I got to double check all that. Other World Computing may, but I think they make it for the Mac. I'm not really sure. I'll have to double check. I still prefer 60 for longer battery performance. And you can drop it down. And I did both. But right now I put it on 90. And you go into the settings here. Let me show you. So you go into the settings, and you can go to the system, and there's a display, and you see it's 2880 by 1800. If you can make it out on the live stream, I'll just tell you what it is. Go into advanced display settings. See refresh rate down here. It says 90 hertz, and I could put it to 60. See, now it's a 60. And then you can see the scrolling. I don't know if you can tell on the live stream. It's not as smooth. I could already see it. It's not as smooth. If I go back to the settings, put it back onto 90, you're going to just see more smoothness and overall. So, I mean, it's hard to show it on the live stream, to be honest. Yeah, it's a matter of personal preference. So right now it's on 90. So 90 hertz, 2.8K display. That's pretty amazing. Pretty cool stuff. Glad you just joined, David. Good to see you. We're trying to get it here in the United States. So that's one of the issues. I mentioned it earlier. It will be coming to Europe by June, no later than June, China, and of course, Asia Pacific. That's the information I have. Unofficial, of course, so don't, take it for what it's worth. I only see 93 likes. We have 102 people watching and 93 likes. Let's get the thumbs up, people, so we can get this spread out over YouTube. We're hoping, and I'm doing something about it, right? I have it here. We need to email the Best Buys of the world or the United States. You need to carry this, my friends. Best Buy, you need to carry this. Give them a reason to want to have it, okay? Because it's great. And I'm telling you, in the limited time that I've had this, and again, a pre-production unit, it's been great. All right, where are we? Let's go back to me on camera one. How is everybody doing? We have 104 watching. Let's just want to check the stream here. Really, can we take a little break here for a second? See where we are. We're approaching 10,000 on the video, by the way, on my unboxing video. All right. And then time-wise, we're already 48 minutes into the live stream. Battery life is looking good. Now, it has a 61 watt-hour battery. I don't have the final numbers yet. I'm expecting anywhere about 10 hours or so, maybe even more. I'm seeing, again, I don't have anything official yet. I'll do my official testing and bring you those numbers. But 61 watt-hour battery, looking good so far. Looking good so far. I'm not disappointed. Thermals have been pretty good. Doesn't get overly hot. Fans sound pretty quiet, by the way, under heavy load. That's been really great. I like what they did with the thermals here. Okay. I don't know how this was do on AutoCAD. I'm not a big AutoCAD guy. I did show, by the way, and I will be having my video on this as well. I did a live stream last week on the P17, the Beast, 17-inch monster. That would be perfect for you. I mean, you won't be able to take it anywhere at 7.7 pounds, but it's definitely a beast. And I'm loving it, by the way. It's an oddly ugly, oddly powerful laptop that I like. It's charming in a way. It's not beautiful. It's like it's the beauty and it's not the beauty and the beast, so to speak. Key travel compared to X1 Carbon, not as good as the Carbon. I like the Carbon. This is a bit on the shallow side. I like the yoga keyboards, the IdeaPad keyboards, as you see here. Not bad. It's good keyboard, nothing bad, but it's not as good as the Carbons or the ThinkPads. I'm more of a ThinkPad guy, so. Am I doing a giveaway? Not this, bro. Not this. And don't spam. Master Gamer, don't spam. Don't do that. Okay? You already got on here, so you don't have to spam. You can stop. And that means I'm going to have to take you out now. So there you go. Looks like you've already been caught. So anyway. Glass trackpad. Yes, this is a glass trackpad. Let me try to put it in front of the camera here for you. It's hard for me to do this with the microphone. Let me stand up. Hold on. All right. So here you can see the And there it is. It's very responsive. Very, very nice. The design is beautiful. I really like it. It's really straightforward. No nonsense. I like it. All metal. It's no plastic. It's all metal. It's all metal. Very premium, very little flex. There's no flex in the lid. Sturdy hinge. It's a 180-degree hinge. So that means you can do it all the way down, as you see here. It goes all the way back. I love that. So you can get the proper viewing angle. Not too bad on fingerprints, duck vision. Not too bad. It shows a little bit of fingerprints, but not too bad. Nothing like the X1 Nano that I have, which shows more. Let me bring that on here. So this will show a lot more fingerprints. And let me give you a size comparison, but let me wipe it down for, well, you can see how many fingerprints. You see? So you can see all the fingerprints that the X1 Nano gets. This is the basic black one, but they also have the carbon fiber weave. So just to give you an idea of size, here you go. This little tiny laptop weighs nothing, less than 2 pounds, 1.99, 907 grams. Gives you an idea of the size, thickness. There's the thickness. Very, very interesting. And I like the keyboard on the ThinkPad better. So I'm a bigger advocate for the ThinkPad keyboards. So you can see the reflections of the studio lights there. Okay. So we got 92 watching right now. What happened? What happened to everybody? Yeah, he asked me, when are you going to get the new Ryzens and nobody watched. You people kill me. Unbelievable. Don't complain don't complain if I don't get anything, my friends. Don't complain. All right, Terrell Taylor saying, hey, Drew, I did run across a Lenovo 7i Intel Evo Core i7 convertible from Best Buy. Since I couldn't find an HP Envy, best of all, it was that slate gray. Yeah, I love the slate gray. 7i is a really good, solid choice. You did a good job, my friend. You'll be fine with that. It's a Wednesday night, but there's always something. And, of course, I have a day job, so I couldn't do it any sooner. I should be India friendly because it should be in the morning time, evening time in the East Coast. Not too late. I think I caught it just at the end of when I can get it done. Europe, I missed Europe because I can't. There's nothing I can do about that unless I started early in the morning. I'm here on the West Coast, so there you go. Yeah, Handquake. That's all that matters, man. I know you guys are here. William, same thing. Stores like Costco, Sam Club, and I think, and William, I think that's why I was able to get this. I think they're trying to penetrate the market. It's not a coincidence that I got it, and let's just leave it at that. Okay, there's a reason for that. Oh my, no. Robert, super chat, $50. Robert, I'm gonna have to send you a W-2 or W-9 because I'm kidding. Thank you, my friend. You are so generous. I don't know what to say. You saved my January, February, March, April, and May. Thank you, my friend. All right. For those that don't know, Robert, very super generous member of the channel. All right. Send him a Lenovo mug. Yeah, you could I'll send you the laptop. How about that? And Mallory, and the thing is, it doesn't, yes, financially, it's fantastic that he helps support the channel. There are other ways, by the way. You don't have to give money. Watch the video. Give me the watch time. That's most important. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the like button, of course. Subscribe if you can. Again, subscribers is not the most, it's more of a vanity number nowadays. But there you go. Yes, it will be autographed. But whoever this belongs to, and again, I'm not saying who it belongs to, will come looking for it. So I'm going to be in hiding for a while. But yes, Robert, yeah. Yeah. So 94 of you, 90 according, that'll catch up there. So, yeah. So, Robert threw me off here, but the good news is that I have great supporters, great people like you, great people like Mallory, great people like William, and all you people that show up every week. Carl, everything has come through. Carl, customs might become looking for me. You're not kidding. In fact, I should do a whole nother live stream on how I got this, because it was stuck in customs for more than a week, and boy, was that frustrating. The nasty calls, the ineptitude, the incompetence that some of the people, I'm going to just leave it at that for now, but unbelievably frustrating what I had to go through. Yes, Mallory's right. Views are more important. I watched them. I actually reviewed a few this week since the Lenovo President's Day sale. The X1 Carbon was bought, then returned. Thanks for the insight. Not for everybody, I guess. Not returned. Canceled. Okay, that's it. You're going to like the C940, and I think the reason you're going to like the C940, I know you're an artist, pen support is very good on that, the Wacom AES technology, and the sound on it is going to be fantastic. You're going to like it. The C940, still very viable. I did the 9i, which I showed earlier in the stream. I don't know if there's a necessary reason to upgrade from the C940 to the 9i. C940 at a great price. It's a fantastic laptop. Why 76? What is 76? What are you talking about? People watching? I want to know the same thing, my friend. I have 82 up there. All right. Awesome. Great. 106 likes, 3 dislikes. All right. Good. All how should I put this? All interaction is good interaction. Doesn't matter what it is. 76 joining in the live stream endeavor. I don't understand this. Either it's me, they don't like me, but I'll tell you what, I'm the only one right now, at least for now, I'm the only one who has this. Nobody has this laptop. Nobody has this, and again, 5th gen, 5000 series, H series processor. So whether you like it or not, I have it. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. So there you go. Did I compare it to the NV14? Let's bring in the 14. Now, I had to send back the touch model, but I have the other non-touch, which I actually prefer in a way. We'll talk about that. Okay, so let's take down the Nano. And if those of you are wanting to ask about these two 16 to 10 laptops, 14 inches, this is it. So I have the non-touch here, but I just did both the touch and the non-touch, the Core i5. This is the Core i7. I think it has juice, hopefully. Let's boot it up. Let's take a look at it. Choices, 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 my friends. The 88 of you watching right now, or 93, it'll update in a moment. The 93 are getting a treat tonight, my friends. So it's, you know what? That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. The people that matter are here. All the others, whatever noises I can make. So there you go. A lot of choices, a lot of laptops here in the studio, people. So on the left is the NV14, a 16 to 10 aspect ratio. It's 1920 by 1200. This is a 2.8K display, also a 16 to 10 aspect ratio. It's 2880 by 1800. Both are very bright displays. I think they're both capable of 400 nits. I've showed the numbers. Check it out. As far as this, there's no glare. I'm actually really, really liking this. It's a very color accurate display, and it also very good coverage of the color gamut. So William is saying maybe it has something to do with the bad weather across the U.S. now that the number of people without power in Texas could be. But I didn't want to delay getting this out. And again, I keep it up for replay so people can watch it. If they're not able to watch it right now, you can catch the replay. So welcome everybody who's watching this on the replay. Did I try out the camera on the Lenovo? Is it 720p or 1080p? Yes, I did. John, check it out on my video. I'm the only one who has it. It's the unboxing video that I did yesterday. So check it out. I did try it out. Now, that brings me up to something that I want to mention. Now, this is a pre-production unit. It was not particularly good, the camera on this. And from what I was told, This is not a final unit yet. So I don't know if the camera is going to get better or not. I just know this is a pre-production unit. So don't bash them on the camera until we know we have a retail unit, okay? Wasn't it terrible, but it wasn't good. Let's be honest. It wasn't good. You got it, John. Watch the video. I can even show you now a little bit. Let's get this camera on here just to give you a comparison. But again, it's really not fair, and I hate to do it because this one's not great either, but at least this is a retail unit. Let's see what the camera looks like on this. I was not impressed with this one. So there's something wrong. I don't know if there's, maybe I have to clean it. It's just not great, a potato cam. And you can see it's glossy, the display. So you can sort of get an idea of, it's hard to do both at the same time, but you could sort of get it a side. I can only do the side angle to really give it to you. What do you think? I mean, this is definitely better. This is not even good, but this is better. The problem is, and I spoke to another brand today in the briefing I attended, again, that will remain anonymous. They told me that the problem with a 1080p full HD camera, and I take it with a grain of salt, is that it takes up more space on the bezel. So it's hard to fit a bigger camera on a smaller bezel. But I guess Microsoft does it. They do it the best. And I know HP did it 2-3 years ago when they had a 1080p on their HP Spectre X360 15-inch. So they can definitely do it. I know that the HP has a really good one, a 2 megapixel or even better maybe, a full HD one coming on their Firefly Max coming out. I can't wait for that. To be fair, this is a pre-production unit, okay? This is a pre-production unit, okay? So I don't want to, it's not fair to bash them at this point. What does it cost for the maps to put it? It's not. I spoke. It's not so much the cost. I thought that what it was. It's the space on the chassis on the bezel. That's the problem. The size of the camera. Whether I believe it or not, I don't know. I'm skeptical too, Duck Vision. I'm skeptical. You don't buy that excuse. Lenovo could easily add the lip. How much more of a lid do you want? They've already shaved down the reverse notch. It's there, but not quite as pronounced as it was. Remember the S13? I thought they did a good job on that one a couple of years ago, or last year. It was a couple of years ago. I think it was in 2019. So yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. I was hoping we'd get more people tonight. Well, all right. They missed out, but they'll get to see the replay. This is a better camera, but again, this is a retail unit versus a pre-production unit. So it's really, don't judge it until a shipping version goes out. AK, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. No, they're definitely not where they need to be. Definitely, and especially when we're all working from home. Terrell Taylor, Andrew, you're great. Watch all the videos. You're great. Got the Yoga 7 i15 in for $850 at Best Buy. Thanks to you. All right. Good job. Who is this laptop geared toward? Consumers. This is a consumer-based laptop. Great because it's a 16:10. It's got good display. It's a 2.8K display. No more complaining that we're not seeing Ryzens with better displays. What about let's see what Miguel has to say. What about the performance? I've heard the i5 on the Envy is quite better than an XPS with an i7, so maybe the i7, the Envy is more powerful. Yeah, I showed the video, Miguel. I did the video. I'm the only one who had the i5 and the i7, the non-touch and the touch versions. Check it out. Nobody watched that video. I think I just passed 7,000 views on that. I don't understand what's going on. Now, it's not the thumbnail because the thumbnail's working. I've more than doubled my click-through rate. So it's not the thumbnail. It's something else going on. And I have to get to the bottom of it. So those are the cameras. So Miguel, check it out. Yeah, I don't buy it either. I love you brands. You know who you are, but I don't buy it either. You could do it. Now, the other thing in all fairness, like I said, the lead time I think is 24 months to 40 48 months. They plan these stuff out, I believe. So to have to pivot now, put a smaller or a different webcam, maybe that throws their supply chain off. And again, COVID-19 didn't help. So it all comes together for all as being factors. Yeah, Mallory always adds value to it. Mallory is like my unofficial co-host here. All right, I'm a nerd for keyboard sounds. Can we hear? I'm not really set up for it. Let me see, maybe with this. It's a very sensitive mic. Let's see what we can hear. I don't know how this is going to go, people. How do you like that, Hagen? You're a nerd for that? Me too. I like those sounds. Next time I'll have better microphone set up for you, I guess. Blame the YouTube algorithm. You know what? The fact of the matter is we got close to 100 people tonight. That's all that matters, you know? Yes. ASMR, AMD Tech. HP seems quieter. It's actually they are proud of how quiet their keyboard is. It's actually really nice. This is a little bit louder, a little bit clickety, kind of thing. Both very satisfying, actually. Both very good. This is a little bit shallow. This is a much more. I like the travel on this a little bit better. Probably the next day or so. I'm still working on it, but I'll have more stuff. I might do smaller videos, just different parts, updates, and see where we are. But again, if I don't get views, then what's the point, right? Wayne is saying, hi, Andrew. It's nice I got to watch you live again. May I know if the touchscreen displays last for how long? Usually the usual laptops. I want to know if touchscreen displays last as how long usually the usual laptops display. So I think what you're asking is, having a touch display, does that take away battery life in terms of endurance? Is that what you're saying? A little bit. I think it's an added layer, but not much. I don't think it's that much difference. All right, so the ThinkBook 14P G2 has OLED with 2.8K, apparently. I would love to get that in. Lenovo, if you want to send it over, I'm ready to review it whenever you are. So send it over. I would love to review it. I like this 2.8K display. Now, I was worried about battery life. Now, the thing is, and those of you joining late, 90 hertz refresh rate on this display, but you could bump it down to 60 and you get much better battery life. Now, the 90 hertz will obviously be more smoother, but it will take up more battery life. So we're teetering on 100. All right, so let me just check one more thing to make sure everything is looking okay. Just a periodic check. Looking good so far. As we're closing in over 10,000 views on the unboxing video I did. The P in the workstation, the P is the workstation, correct? Yeah, the P series, which David, how are you? 17 that I did, the P17 I showed on the last live stream, and I'll have my video out probably the next day or so. Are the mobile workstations, the P1, the P17, the P15. Again, new names. They used to be the P53, the P73. Now it's the P15, the P17. So just new names, although they're calling them Gen 1 products. Yes, you are correct on that. So the P1 is another nice, interesting, ultra-thin mobile workstation, a variant of the X1 Extreme Gen 3, if you remember correctly. Baruch is saying, hey, I was just able to get an HP Dragonfly, which I love. By the way, I have two of them here, and it has the older 8th gen, which is what I have here. How much of a performance difference between this and the newer Intels? There's about a 40% difference. There is a bit of a difference with the Tiger Lake, which we're going to start seeing new ones soon with the Dragonfly. But you're fine. 8th gen is certainly still relevant, and that is a great laptop. I have it over there, actually. I don't have it with my stable here. It's actually over there. I have two versions of it, but I really love them. They are awesome. Yes, David, I agree. They are awesome. How's everybody doing? Let's get a different perspective here. Andrew, those of you joining us, we're now at over an hour and 10 minutes. Wow. Yeah, they're coming, David. Just, yeah, I can't say much yet until I get some review units in, but we're getting close. All right, 82 watching. All right. 114 likes. Get those thumbs up, people. Come on. Grendel, I agree with you. According to Robert, I have never considered a webcam when making a purchase. Just my thoughts. Some people it is important to, though. It's become more important, Robert. I think I'm on your, I don't really care one way or the other, but it's become more of an issue with the pandemic because people are forced to work from home. Now they're having to do the Zoom calls or having to do Skype calls or whatever it is. The video conferencing is now at the forefront. So, yeah, it's a big deal. And some of them are just atrocious. I haven't seen a really good one. Now, you know who does make good ones are Microsoft. Surface devices have some of the best webcams that are out right now. So maybe they can take a cue from Microsoft. We'll see. How on earth did I get this? Watch the replay when I started this live stream. I don't say how I got it because I promised the person that I wouldn't say so because it's not fair. But the bottom line is, and I'm a man of my word, of course, just rest assured this is going to be a great laptop. And I'm trying to get people to want to get it here in the United States. The buyers over at Best Buy, if you're watching, anybody from Best Buy, start taking notice. Everybody in this live stream, we need to email Best Buy. They need to get this pronto. And what I'm talking about is this. This is the Yoga Slim 7 Pro. It's a Yoga, but yet it's not a convertible. Yes, it has the Yoga name, but it has a 180-degree hinge. So you can fold it back like this, right? But it doesn't go 360 degrees. And by the way, the hinge is sturdy. I don't know if I told you that. It's very sturdy, not much wobble. This has more wobble, if you notice. Now, this can go as far back as you see here. So this is limited. Great laptop, by the way. Both of them are pros and cons. Now, one of the things about the NV14 that I have here and the one I just sent back, this is a really nice Intel Tiger Lake processor. It's got some really good performance, but it also has the GTX 1650 Ti Max Q. So it's a really nice combination, really good for like doing content creation in terms of like video editing, Photoshop, Lightroom. This is a really good one. Really nice display on that as well. Yeah, this is a solid hinge. Definitely a solid hinge on it. This is a little bit more, this is solid, but it's a little bit more wobbly, I notice. See? Well, this one, not much at all. Yeah, I agree. So David is saying a little bit off subject, but working from home seems to be showing more profitable technology needs to catch up. Yes, 100% I agree with you. That's a good point. Yeah, they were caught off guard. I know for a fact. Nobody planned for this. And again, lead time 24 to 48 months is usually what these brands are working with in terms of the supply chain, getting it from R&D to a retail product, and nobody saw this. So now they're pivoting. Now they're having to scramble to get the parts. And COVID certainly is not making it easy with the supply chain, that's for sure. You know, I got to start looking into the electronics and stuff like that. So there you go. Digital Digest, please show the Spectre with these. Okay, so the Spectre 14, hold on. I have it here somewhere. Okay, so I'll bring this on to the show here. So this is the Spectre 14. So this, I keep looking for the gem cut. I keep looking for the button there. This is the, here you go. Yeah, so, and I watch your channel, man. It's a good channel. If you're not watching him, he's good. The Digital Digest. Let's see here. So this is an OLED 3000 by 2000 display, 3:2 aspect ratio. This is a 16:10. So here you go. You want to see both of them side by side. Here's an overhead look for the keyboards. You can take a look at it. Yeah, you like the Spectre 15. Yeah, it's a good one. It's one of my favorites. Why is Dell so behind in the game? No AMD, no 16:10 aspect ratio, no 14 devices. I wouldn't say they're out of it. They have stuff coming I can't talk about yet, but they're going to do some stuff, so just stay tuned. All right. 94. 98, actually. It'll catch up. Where is everybody tonight? What happened? All right, so here you can see this is the difference between a 16:10. This is a 2.8K display. This is a 3000 or 3K display, 3000 by 2000 resolution, and OLED versus IPS. Now, obviously, the OLED is a better, more vibrant, more. I like the OLED the best, and that's what you have here. But this is a very sharp IPS panel. Now, this is going to be very competitive price-wise because these can get pretty expensive sometimes depending how you do spec these out. No 3000 series laptop graphics in the consumer channel yet either. Actually, I have something here that I will be talking about very soon. So let's just leave it at that. I have something coming. Those XPSs are beautiful. I have the XPS 13 here. XPS, according to Duck Vision, has 16:10 beautiful displays. I could bring in that. It's a really good one. Hold on. Okay. So I don't know where to put all these. Let's put the 14 back here. Let's put this one over here. And this is the Dell XPS 13 9310. Oh my God. Every time I look at this display, it's really beautiful. Now you're asking for too much. The Pavilion X360, I have it here somewhere. To be honest with you, it'd be hard for me to find it. I probably could, but I'd have to look through. I have it here somewhere. So let's, I hate the XPS, big quality control issue in the 15 and 17. 17 not yet updated to, which is a matter of concern. We've gone through that time and time again between the XP. I have the 15, I have the 17 here. This is the 13. What you have here is a 16:10 also, but what I love about it is how thin the bezels are. So you have the 16:10 aspect ratio. No OLED for this one. Again, they can't get these panels with the 16:10 with this. So this is the 1920 by 1200. It's a full HD plus resolution. It is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. 17-inch also has a charger issue. Yeah, we've gone over that, DDD 786. We've already discussed that to ad nauseum. So there you go. I could bring out some more laptops. I have more here. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But it's fun sometimes just to do this. Late night kind of stuff. Well, it's not so late for me. Late for some people on the East Coast or wherever you are. Man, that is beautiful, just my opinion. Yeah, this is a beautiful... It's hard to show it on the live stream, but I got to say, 500 plus nits on this. I think I got 526 when I turned off the settings in the Intel utility. That makes it even brighter. It turned off the adaptive brightness. It got really better. So Digital Digest is saying, next live, please do the review of the Pavilion 14 Inspector so that I can buy from these anyone. I'll try. That's a good idea. I have it here. But I don't have I don't know. Do I have? Yeah, I think I have the last gen, but I don't know if they sent the new ones yet. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. What I would love to see is the chassis of the XPS without the quality control issues with some USB-A and AMD. you know, a lot of the issues were worked out from what I understand. But again, people had left with a bad taste in their mouth. I don't know. I love Dell. It's a beautiful Dell monitor that I'm going to be talking about very soon as well. Remind me of the battery life on the XPS. I think I got on this one 11 hours and 45 minutes, something like that, on my continuous web surfing test. So you can figure all-day battery life with this. Now, you'll get less battery life on the UHD Plus version. That's 3840 by 2400. So you figure that's going to have 7 to 8 hours, I would imagine. Yeah, I'm using a MacBook Pro to live stream here. That will, again, be much ahead. I want the M1 chip on it, so I'm waiting for that. We'll see what's going to be with that. Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of a Book Flex 2. As soon as I can get one, man, I'll review it. So, there you go. All right. Whew. Getting tired. Let's see, where are we? We're at... hour and 21 minutes. Yeah, I'm hearing they're going to be a 14-inch. That's going to be pretty interesting. So no problem, man. No problem. What happened to everybody? They all, you know, I'm the only one who has this. What's going on? All right. Let me just see here. Yep. Exactly my sentiments. Nobody cared. I do. You guys did, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You guys are here. That's all that matters. So I'm loving this 3-2 back there. I love that. It's hard to say which is best. All right, man. Take care, Robert, and see you next time. Thank you so much for your super chat. See you next time. All right. So I don't know if there's anything else. What else do you want me to answer? And we got to start a little bit off topic here. Which mixer are you using for your streams? Okay. All right. Now we're talking something different. This is the Rodecaster Pro, and I love it. It's, if you can see it here, and pretty popular among YouTubers and so forth. You could do great stuff with podcasting. I like the way it sounds. Now, the mic I'm using is the Rode Procaster. That's into this Rodecaster Pro mixer. Audio-Technica headphones. I don't know the model. I'd have to put it in when we're done. So there you go. I'm using while we're at it, I'm using a A10 Mini to 4 cameras. So this is camera 2. So camera 1, camera 2. So camera 1 is a Sony FDR AX700. It's a really good video camera. I like it. It's like I use that for A-roll. And then my B-roll camera I use, among other cameras, the Sony A6400. And then this is the Sony FDR AX33. And then this one is the Panasonic GH4. And by the way, this Sony has the Sigma f 1.4 16 millimeter lens, so it's a pretty popular lens. ThinkPad 13S, AMD. I didn't review that one. I did the Intel one. Should be good. I don't know. I haven't reviewed it, so my thoughts would be I would imagine it's even better, maybe even with the AMD. Oh, I didn't know that. I got to take a look at that, David. I'm a big fan of the A10 Mini. I'm using one right here. You can't see it. It's next to my Stream Deck. Here is an A10 Mini. I'll do it behind the scenes very soon, so stay tuned. What is that graph on the monitor to my left? Oh, this is the stream. This is my, you can see my, it's hard to show. It's a little blown out because of the camera. But this is the analytics of my videos. So right now you're seeing this one right here. It's hard to show it to you. This is the live stream that we're doing right now. This is my video that I posted yesterday. So I'm keeping an eye on the numbers and where we are in the stream. And then, of course, when I switch to this is the actual stream itself on my Chrome browser. So there you go. Take care, man. Oh, here we go, Grendel. Didn't you ask this last time? If you're stuck on a deserted island forever, what's the one laptop you would choose? I think I answered this last time, and that would be the X1 Nano, because It's so small and light, and it's easy to take with you. I won't miss anything, and you could get the optional 5G. So there you go. That's the one I would choose, simply for its sheer portability. And I love the keyboard on it and everything else. Yes, it's the Studio Analytics. Let's see this one. Traveling around the world, I'm interested in the new HP NV15 with the new Zen 3 CPUs. Any idea when they're coming? I don't have any information yet. I would expect to see it sometime soon, but I have no information yet. Andrew, your video cam investment in the stream is paying off. You have more camera angles than Don Lemon does at CNN. That's a good one. I like that. Nobody showed up tonight, people. Only the good people showed up. All right. A decent webcam is more important than the display being able to go back 180 degrees. Yeah. People, keep in mind, don't bash them on the webcam. This is a pre-production unit. From what I understand, this might not be the final webcam. I'm not sure. But again, I wouldn't judge it on what we saw on the video. And I'll talk more about that in the full review. All right. I don't know how much more we'll go. We're towards the end, I think. And, you know, I was expecting more people. It's like having a party and nobody showed up. No, I know I keep bringing it up. I'm just surprised, to be honest with you, because I thought maybe Texas is just one state, although I hope everybody in Texas is doing okay with the outages. I know it's been a big problem. Yeah. What is this? William says, if you're stuck on a deserted island and you want a laptop with long battery life and a solar panel, yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, so we'd have to jerry rig one, you know. Super chat from Grendel, $4.99. All right. No comment, but thank you, Grendel. All right. Appreciate it. Thumbs up.
Coming up.
Yep. That's for you, my friend. All right. Anything else? I'm having so much fun. I hate to end it. Any other questions on the now not so mysterious laptop that I have here, which nobody has but me. So trying to start a trend. There you go. Hey, I want watch time. You know, the money's okay, but the watch time is better, you know? But it's very interesting. Very interesting laptop. Very happy with it so far. I'm going to do some more testing with it. Of course, got a lot more to do with it. Definitely will do it. I have 108,000 subscribers. That's correct. Greetings from India. How are you? Giving away? Yeah, I could do a giveaway. I have stuff I have here to do it. ThinkPad X1 Nano, i5 or i7. I have both. Well, I had the i5. Now I just have the i7. I like the i7, but the i5 was surprisingly good because of the price. And I didn't find the performance was that much worse than the i7, to be honest. I like get it with 16 gigabytes. But then if you can get the i7, always go for the i7. But surprisingly good performance and great battery life out of that i5. What do you think about the future of laptops? Looking good. I've said this before. We're in a good time to be in the laptop world because I'm seeing some really good stuff I've seen that I can't talk about yet that are coming that are going to just blow your mind. It's going to be good stuff. So I like where we're heading. Laptops the last 2-3 years have really, really gotten good. I'm really bored with the smartphones. I think there's just so many ways you can make a phone and it all looks the same. I think laptops are starting to really push the envelope, and I like that. Spectre hinges are really distracting. You're talking about the gem cut. So that would be this. So you don't like the gem cut design? It's polarizing for sure. I like it. I like it a lot. But we'll see. Let's see what else. Boy, that beautiful OLED display on this. It's really, really nice. So we have 89 watching. Doesn't the announced ThinkBook 14P just look like a better version of the Slim 7 Pro? I don't know. This looks pretty good. Do you have any idea? Tom is asking, do you have any idea when we can get a display in a gaming laptop that will have a display of 144 Hertz, QHD, micro LED, touchscreen, anti-reflective gloss display? You'll be waiting a while, my friend. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. You may be asking too much. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Mini LED. Oh, boy. Micro LED. I'm going to dominate the laptop market ARM with NVIDIA. Yeah. Yep. That's a good combination. That is a lot of ask, Carl. Yep. I agree. All right. 92. I don't think we're going to get more people. But the video is doing okay. The Lappy on the left is a 14-inch i7 Spectre with OLED. That is correct, Sharky. This is the OLED Evo platform. This is the Intel Iris Xe graphics on this. Beautiful touch display. Just gorgeous, gorgeous laptop. Okay. After M1, I kind of lost interest in Windows laptops. I think a lot of people feel that way. I don't love the way the Macs look, to be honest with you. I'm waiting for some redesigns. You like the video and sound quality? All right. Thumbs up for you, my friend.
Coming up.
There you go. When will we get a Windows 11? I don't think they'll ever change the name at this point. They just keep updating. I think those days are gone. David Smith, hi, how are you? All right. Let's see here. Let's go through some of the questions before we call it a night. We're already an hour and 33 minutes. Will I be reviewing the Flow X13 for review? If Asus sends me one, I would. Absolutely. I'd love to. It looks really interesting. When is the next full redesign on Windows? I think they're going to keep updating. I don't think they just iterate on this. I don't know if we're going to see a major redesign anytime soon. I'm not aware of any, but I don't think we're going to see those major releases like we used to. I think they're going to look at it more like a service kind of thing. They're going to just keep continually updating. But I could be wrong. I don't know. The Linux kernel, yeah, maybe. They may be doing something. I don't know. They don't tell me. Is there a Firefly Elite book review? Not yet. I think we should be seeing them sometime soon. I'm waiting for it. I have no idea when Apple's going to release the AR glasses. You have to ask Apple. They're not telling me. So I'm interested to see what that's going to be all about. Okay. All right. So for those joining late, as we start to wrap things up, I think this is the Yoga Slim 7 Pro. I'm the only one who has it. It's a pre-production unit. It has the AMD Ryzen 5600H. I'll be doing a lot more stuff on that very soon. Next to that is the 14-inch, obviously the Spectre 14 X360. It's a really, really nice 3:2 OLED display. I really, really, really like it. All right. Underneath it is the Dell XPS 13, not to be forgotten, because it is certainly a beautiful laptop, without a doubt. Build quality is really good, too. I like that. That glass woven fiber, really, really nice. How much does it cost to make videos on YouTube, like the whole setup? Too much money, my friend. You don't need to do that. You could do it with your smartphone. You don't need to invest in the lights and all this. This is years and years of accumulation, and it's very expensive. But I have it. I'm going to use it. But nowadays, you just need a good smartphone. To be honest with you, make sure you have good microphones, and you'll be fine. Best budget laptop. The Pavilion X360 is a good one. I like the Envy X360 I showed earlier in the video for budget. I guess you want to call it budget. The last year I really liked the Lenovo IdeaPad 5 Flex 5 that I reviewed with the AMD Ryzen. That was really good. I think it was like $500 to $600 depending on which one. So you can definitely do it. I do it on a budget. There you go. You don't need to spend a lot of money. This is years of accumulating. I didn't do it all at once. Cameras I had to eventually, I had to save up to buy. And as you build up the channel, you make a little bit more money on the AdSense money and so forth. Affiliate links, it all helps. And I reinvest it. So what happens is I reinvest what I earn back into the channel. So I buy the product, I buy the equipment that makes the live stream, that makes the videos and so forth. The microphone you see here, the mixer, the camera switcher, the Stream Deck, and all the stuff that, all the different camera angles here. You could see it all. That's all you need. You don't need to do what I do. This is overkill. You don't need to do this. And obviously only 83 people showed up. So there you go. No, it's good. It's good. It's all good, my friends, because listen, this is a tough time right now. People aren't looking to buy this stuff. People are struggling to put food on the table during these times. So you can't really, I'm very grateful, to be honest. I'm very grateful that I'm able to do this. So thank you. I really do appreciate it, everybody. That's for you. All right. I'm having so much fun. I don't want to end the stream. We should just keep going. Oh boy. All right, people. I think I've had enough for the night, but it was great. Everybody showed up. I'm glad everybody did. Thank you so much to the moderators tonight. They did a great job, and I'll have more on this Yoga Slim 7 Pro. I'll have more stuff as well. Yeah, see, David knows what I'm talking about. David knows what I'm talking about. You hang in there, my friend. I'm glad you're all having fun. Thank you, Carl, for showing up once again. All right, people. You know who you are. I'll see everybody in the next video. I got a lot more coming up. Make sure, if you didn't watch my video on this, watch it, because I need to get some more views on it, okay? So let's get it up, man. Let's get it. Have a great night, Duck Vision. Thanks, Tom. I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care.